Blah 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 blah. Hello. Yeah, so Olson, huh? Olson. I went to bed. I couldn't stay up. I was tired. But Olson won. We can see the grand final. Yeah, so Olson won, right? Yeah, Olson. He won the second time in a row, dude. That's incredible. That is amazing.
Noma-sans, good morning. I am 39-year-old Japanese homeless man. I'm trying to strive for van life. Yeah, I'm trying to save money. I already saved like 10k USD thanks to a lot of Noma-sans. Everybody helped me, but I gotta do this moped challenge. In Japan, there's a 47 prefecture, and I'm trying to complete that within a year. I finished 40 prefecture, 7 prefecture left, but I got 7 week more. I usually take 1 week per prefecture, so it's really borderline. 7 prefecture, 7 weeks left. Yeah, borderline, borderline. So I'm at Niigata prefecture. I'm going to Fukushima prefecture. 162 kilometer. Yamope-san's speed limit is 30 kilometers. So simple calculation from my experience with this distance, maybe it's gonna take me like 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. And it's 10 a.m. right now. So maybe I'll get there by 6. Crazy long ride, but yeah, Noma-sans. Let's go.
No one to fill it for him. Wow.
Okay, Noma-san, the gas is full. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree. Good for Olson.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go crazy. My brain gotta go crazy in order to do
Oh
eight
yeah.
hour travel. Man, that's hardcore. Seriously, I'm so sure I'm gonna be so tired. Yeah, my plan for just today is go to Fukushima Koriyama City, and they have loft there. That's where I can look for a sticker. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the sticker there. Oh yeah, Noma-san, how many kilometer I've been driving? Yeah, I checked recently. Okay, so total kilometer currently is 8,600 kilometers.
Damn, that's a lot of
So
kilometers.
much. Yeah, that was more than I expected. Yeah, last time my friend asked me to, and I just said maybe like 3,000 kilometer. I think I just kind of guessed and said that, but it's more than two times. That's crazy. Wow, I've been driving 8,600 kilometer. Yeah, I calculated it's about 5,300 miles. Wow. I think 5,300 miles you can go across US, right? Yeah, Nova Sans, I just checked. To cross America, it's about 2,500 miles. So I can go round trip. That's crazy. That's crazy far. I think if it's just like a simple going across Japan, it's way less than 5,300 miles. But of course, like, I'm not just like going across, going to some places, going to convenience store or going to my friend's place. I already went across America 2 times. Horsan, what do you think? I don't care. Why? Horsan, pretty scared. I don't care. Mope-san, thank you so much for taking me around Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu. It's all because of you. It's all because of you. Not Horsan. What? Oh, nothing.
I don't get it. This looks like such a mood, though. You can never do that in Norway. You just get wet and miserable.
Numa-san! Yes! We're here. We're at Fukushima Prefecture. Let's go! Fukushima Prefecture. We're entering. Let's go! Yes! That's cool. Yeah, we're already in Fukushima Prefecture. Let's go, san.
Let's go, son. Fuck. Rice and kotsu, huh? Miso soup and what the hell that is. Well, someone was hungry.
鹿児島から
鹿児島からすごいですね川越いやすごいすごい
Seriously, everybody who sees my license plate, everybody talk to me. Yeah, thank you, Maida-san. It's all because of Maida-san, seriously. If you're Japanese, you know where is Kagoshima. Kagoshima is like the furthest south of mainland Japan. So, yeah, their reaction was like, what? This is the fourth biggest lake in Japan. My first
Lake
time.
Yuchon.
Oh, so cool.
It's Lake Yuchon.
Oh, wow. Whoa, so nice. So nice, huh? Big lake. Wow. Wow, nice view. Wow.
Nice cock.
Noma-sans, I'm here. About 9 hour drive. Yeah, including break time, but still so tired.
Mr. Donut.
I'm so tired. My back hurts. Yeah, I said the destination where the sticker is. I don't know if they have sticker yet, but the loft is the store, so.
とまだ使ってない感
ああ、福島ってロフトってまだ他にあるん
じですね。いや、
ですか？
まあここしか。
あ、もうここしかないですね。
そうですね。
あ、じゃあもうここになかったらないってことですね。Noma Sans no luck. This is the only loft they have in Fukushima Prefecture. There's another store called Village Vanguard. They might have, and it's a next building, so we're gonna go check. Oh man, that's so dangerous. If I cannot find that Village Vanguard, then I'm in a big trouble. I gotta go to like random tourist spot and look for like local stickers, which can take so much time. あ、わかりました。ありがとうございます。はい。
What the fuck?
Noma-sans, I'm devastated. Can I use it in this situation? I'm devastated. Honestly. Yeah, I'm too tired to think my next plan. I'm too tired. I don't know what should I do yet. Yeah, just gonna go to internet cafe and refresh and think of next plan. Okay, Noma-sans. See you tomorrow. Noma-sans, good morning. Yeah, this is the next day. Yeah, I sleep good, refresh, and did like a little research too. I post on my Instagram and ask like if there's anybody who knows information about the sticker in Fukushima. And yeah, I got a couple information and I feel good. I feel like I know what to do. So
His beard is
first
just the
thing, there's
worst,
the
dude.
main train station is like right there, and there's some gift shop there. So I want to check that first. There's a
His
couple
beard
more
is
places I
so
can check.
weird and
So
disgusting.
I'll
I
do that
hate
if
it.
they don't have it. So yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Because it's not, it's just pubes, you know? I don't know. Cancer.
Oh no, sounds I found it. Yes, what? That was so fast. That was so fast. Yes, I found it.
A Chansey in front of a fucking. There you go.
Noma-sans, we're here. Fukushima Prefecture. And yeah, I'm at Futaba town. My first time coming here. Everything is abandoned. Not everything, but yeah, mostly. Yeah, all these buildings right here. That's hospital, and this is, I don't know what's that in English, but yeah. So I wanted to come here. Yeah, maybe you heard of Fukushima, right? So 2011, March 11th, there was big earthquake in this whole area. Why Fukushima is known is because they have the nuclear power plant. This is the town that hosted the power plant when that earthquake happened. Like there was like massive nuclear accident. Like I don't know the detail, but I know that all the people had to evacuate because of the
Yeah, it was pretty
radiation,
bad.
contamination, and even like a future problem. It's been already 14 years. because power plant accident. The house itself still looks good. You can tell with this like bicycle and the roof. Yeah. Of course they can come back and live in the house, but you know, you got to think of job, work. A lot of people already find job in other places, so there's no reason for them
Yeah,
to
I
come
know,
back
right?
no
The
more.
beard is annoying.
2011 March 11th, I was in Japan. I was in Tokyo working at the
At,
real estate company. I think our office was at
at least get rid of this and then just keep this. This is maybe salvageable, right? But this, get rid of this. Just get rid of this and just keep this. Keep this if you want to keep something.
fifth floor. It was a thin building, and when that earthquake happened, it was shaking crazy because more higher you are, you feel the shake. Honestly, it was so scary. It really felt like the building was gonna like break in half. Like I thought the top part is just gonna like crack. Oh, this is another building. Yeah, this is another abandoned building.
It's like the
Yeah,
ultimate
even that
neckbeard,
one is
dude.
abandoned. This one looks like a hotel. This is healthcare. Healthcare. Ah, for like elders. I forgot the word for that. Like taking care of elders, and that's hospital. Yeah. Yeah, Noma-sans, I'm in this another area in Fukushima. This place is called Ukedo Town, I think. It's right next to Futaba Town. That's where I was earlier, where all the abandoned building was. Literally, the tsunami came all the way and hit this area. Look at it. Right now, there's only like grass and like little fence, but this whole thing used to be a village. There was like house. The tsunami destroyed everything. It washed away the whole house. And there's
Oh,
a
damn.
school over there. I went there earlier. They say the miracle school. The reason why it's called that is because like all the kids and people who evacuated to that school were safe. All of them were safe. Crazy. It's like right next to the ocean. Of course, tsunami hit the school, but it was still safe. I heard the water went all the way to the second floor, but everybody was safe. They left it there for like museum so people can learn and understand how tsunami and natural disaster can be crazy dangerous and how it damaged people's life. Yeah, they have all the pictures, like video, and like all the classrooms, right? Yeah, it's like really destroyed. You can kind of experience it a little bit just by being there emotionally too. Like it's too sad. Yeah, I can't believe that there used to be houses, you know. I just saw the picture. It started raining. It started raining. Yeah, it says it's gonna be raining until like 7. I think right now it's like 5:30. And there's Family Mart here. I'll just eat dinner here. Yeah, in the convenience store, and then wait, and then set the tent. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna set the tent here. I think it's okay. You know, there's not many people. I don't think there's security, so I'll just tent in this park. Ooh, looking good. And Kosan, Kosan, Kosan.
Oh yeah, he loves his fucking coat.
It's got a Kosan. Mm. Barbecue beef bowl in the convenience store is so good. You gotta try. You gotta try.
Dude, what the fuck? Why does that beef dish look so good? And it's 7-Eleven?
Famichiki.
Damn, looking hot bad boy.
Everybody's favorite.
Family Mart, huh?
Okay, Noma-sans. I think I'm gonna camp here in the parking space. Yeah, so that's like a big museum and like the name is called a social building in Japanese. Like social building, basically they have like a multi-purpose building where they have like gift shop and meeting room, study room, They had shower room, yeah, stuff like that. Like a convenient place. It closes at 8 p.m. So, and they have like a big parking space, and yeah, I'll just camp here. Yeah, if this is like somewhere like in the big city, then I'm so sure I'm gonna get kicked out. But in the rural area, people are very kind. So I'm guessing they're gonna let me just camp here. I hope. Oh yeah, and I get a lot of comment like, why don't you put your tent on the grass instead of the concrete? There's a reason. When you put your tent on the grass, it gets wet. I think it's because the grass is like wet a little bit, especially now it rains. So I'm so sure it's wet. But even though it's not right after it rained, still there's some like water or like humidity on the grass, and that kind of evaporates, and it kind of sticks to your tent. And yeah, when you wake up in the morning, it's like wet. And when that happens, it's tough for me because it's not like I stay there the whole time, right? I gotta clean up the tent and put it back. And if it's wet, I gotta like wipe it. I gotta wait until it's dry. Yeah, so much hassle. But if I put the tent on the concrete, it doesn't get wet. Like, this is just from my experience. And I have mattress, so of course if it's just pure concrete, then that's too tough for me. But I have mattress, and that mattress is pretty good. Seriously, yeah, it's really good. Oh yeah, I forgot to say something. The temperature is super good. It feels like maybe like 26 Celsius, something like that. Yeah, and the breeze, yeah, because it's right next to the ocean, the breeze is good too. I hope it's not gonna rain. It was raining earlier, but I don't think it's gonna rain.
Man, it gets
But you never
quiet
know,
in
right?
Japan real
The
fast,
weather
huh?
can
There's
change
like
anytime.
nothing going on here.
The problem of camping at a place like this is that you gotta leave early. Maybe ideal is 5. 6 is maybe like borderline. Okay, it's ready. Yeah, I hope nothing's gonna happen. All right, how's my tent? It's like 360 window. No privacy. Yeah, I remember when I started camping in the street, it was very uncomfortable having like this 360 window, like everybody can see me. Crazy that now I got so used to it. Yeah, I don't even like think about it no more. Okay, Noma-san, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Okay, bye bye.
That's my theory about why English food was so bland. Well, England dominated the world forever with that bull-ass food.
And the Germans too. Their cuisine is atrocious.
Is it German food?
I went to like a 4-star German restaurant in Munich. It was ballpark food. It was like frank applesauce, sauerkraut, and mustard. They don't know how to enjoy life, so they're motivated. Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you know that there are some gas stations that never close? I'm talking taquitos, Slurpees, and Diesel at 2 o'clock in the morning. See, normally I'd be asleep at that hour, but we just had a baby, so we're awake all the time. And with some family road trips coming up, I've gone full dad mode and made a list of every 24-hour gas station in my area. And over the next few nights, I'm visiting them all to find the best one.
See you guys in the morning. Oh my goodness. Let's do this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is way too late for me to be this chipper right now. We've made it to gas station number 1, Maverick Gas Station. It's very peaceful and tranquil here right now. Not a lot of action. There is one other car other than the employee here right now, so maybe I'll make a friend in there. Other than that, it is pretty dead right now. Before we get in there and check it out, let me explain to you how I'm going to be rating each one of these gas stations. We'll be looking at the customer service, the cleanliness, and the snacks to give this place a proper score. But I got something else up my sleeve. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Fuel and Flip Challenge Board. Okay, so it's not the prettiest thing I've ever made. Each one of these numbers represents a random challenge that I'm going to have to do at every stop. Let's pick a number and see what our challenge is going to be. Feeling like 2's a good one. Nervous. The Employee's Choice Challenge.
Doesn't he know? He's the one who wrote that list. He knows what's on the list.
Means when we go in here, the employee gets to decide what snack I'm gonna get. Let's hope she has good taste. I know it's a she because I can see her through the window. Feels a little creepy, but I made my way on in and that other car had completely left, so it was just me. Hello. I walked around the store, got the lay of the land, and tried to be not so suspicious. It isn't. Oh, sorry. You guys are stuck behind a bag of donuts. It is incredibly clean in here right now. I already know this cleanliness score is about to be through the roof. They're also playing some absolutely fire beats right now. The selection is also pretty awesome. I'm gonna get a coffee and then ask the employee what snack I should get. I love coffee and want to taste it at every stop, and this place had a high caffeine blend. As I stood there enjoying my 2 a.m. cup of gas station coffee, I realized why this place was so clean. But it was time for the snack. Trying to find a late night snack. Do you have a go-to?
Me? Oh, you're asking me the wrong question because it's about my breakfast time. You can never go wrong with Doritos.
Oh, I know. I'm a big Doritos guy.
But I like those a lot.
Oh, what are these? I've never have these. Hers? What was your name?
Laura,
Do you enjoy working the night shift?
I'm nocturnal.
You are?
I've got insomnia problems, so if I'm going to be up all night, I might as well be working.
And then Laura started to share with me the challenges of working the late night shift.
But I miss out on a lot of things too, like family dinners. I got a group of kids over here behind that like to steal from me.
No way.
Yeah.
Will they just come and take it and run?
Yeah,
no
we're
way.
gonna hold the door open. There's
What?
nothing I can do but say, okay, have a good night, guys.
Does that stress you out?
Some nights it can, because I have PTSD.
Well, you're brave, Laura. Seriously. Take care of
The
you.
Lord is always looking above.
Yes,
Now
yes.
I just got extra assurance.
What the
I
fuck,
hope
dude?
you have an amazing night. Be blessed. Yeah, stay safe. It was late, but after that convo with Laura, I was locked in and ready for an awesome night. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves some gas station coffee, another sip test. Piping hot. I feel like I just burned my tongue off, but just classic gas station coffee. It'll get the job done. Secondly, Laura recommended these chips to us. Never even heard of these. No pun intended. Heard. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie. The bag smells like a pet clinic. Yeah. Man, not hitting the mark for me, but here's the thing. Could be the fact that I burned my tongue on the coffee. Let's talk about this place. Customer service, Laura, great energy. She was in there by herself. She had the place spick and spam clean, and I loved that energy. It inspired me. I'm like, she's a hard worker. Shout out Laura. Great snack selection as well. Unfortunately, wasn't the best. Do you know what time it is? Time to give this place a rating. I left my notebook at home, so... See, it's important that I rate one of these accurately because the top rated one at the end of this, I'm bringing my family to because it's probably going to become our go-to family road trip stop. Let's keep it moving. This show on the road. Still hot. Still hot. It's always crazy driving around at this hour because cities like feel...
Man, I'm hungry, dude. I have sushi, but I don't know.
Alright guys, we've made it to Phillips 66. For
Phillips
the absolute
66.
middle of the night, this parking lot
I wanna get some
is
sushi and some
pretty
water,
lovely,
fuck it.
I'll just say that. I've already seen a dog, seen a bike, seen motorcycle. A lot of really loud trucks. Let's grab that board and pick a number, shall we? Uh-oh. We got the budget challenge. For the budget challenge, I have to buy a snack, a drink, and a coffee, all for under $8. I think I have a plan on how I can make that happen. When I walked in, one of the first things I noticed was that they had a unique selection
really
of
hurts.
items. Like these foreign candies or this random t-shirt rack. They also had like random
Been hurting for a
refrigerators
couple
with
of days
different
now.
snacks in them. Who buys these? And that's when I noticed the slot machines in the back. How's it going, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Sleeping? Nice. Do you have a preferred snack that you like?
I do.
You don't have any? Is there something that you recommend that I should get? Anything? Okay. Okay. I realize now that a guy pulling up at 2 a.m. in pajamas asking about snacks is probably a little weird. But then he offered to make me coffee.
I will prepare if you want. No, it's just a minute.
What was your name?
Patan. I only work at night.
Do you like it? So-so?
I enjoy my shift.
I was super grateful for the fresh coffee. While I'm waiting for this coffee to brew, let me tell you about Rocket Money, the sponsor of today's video that's helping me with this budget challenge. Rocket Money is the free-to-download personal finance app that helps you manage subscriptions, lower bills, grow your savings, and even make a custom budget all in one place. It lets you identify all of your subscriptions and cancel the ones you don't need anymore with just a few taps. It can even help negotiate certain bills for you so you can spend less time on hold and more time doing anything else, like going to a gas station at 2 o'clock in the morning. You can also set up custom budgets like I did here for my gas station budget, so you can know exactly where your money's going, get alerts for upcoming charges, use their financial goals feature to work toward things you care about, like this budget challenge today.
I got everything. This.
Let's see what our total is.
720.
Let's go. Take control of your finances today and join over 5 million people already using Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Tonio. Click the link in the description to get started for free. All right. Customer service in there was very friendly. Pratam,
Patan.
I think was his name. Great guy. I think he was a little bit curious as to why I was lingering around there so long, and I gotta be honest, I just looked a little bit suspicious just walking around the store, so I don't blame him. It is the middle of the night. Cleanliness could have been better, but he could have been in the middle of cleaning up the store after a long day. It was super kind of him to make me a fresh pot of coffee.
I will prepare.
That made me feel super loved. Let's give this coffee a taste test. Got to get a lid on it, spilled it all over my hands in the parking lot, hurt a little bit. It's okay. Fresh. Also got a Kit Kat, because this is a classic snack and it was within my budget. Woo! Feeling fired up. Special thanks to Rocket Money for helping us stay inside of our budget as well.
On to the next one.
Yeah, gas stations aren't really that interesting, are
All
they?
right, guys, we've made it to the next stop. Shell gas station. Still waiting on that Celsius to kick in. You know what I'm saying?
That Celsius to kick in, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that was brutal. Witchcraft in Romania. Vice Asia? When did Romania become Asia? What is this? An answer from Mogul to the brewing audience?
Tornado, wall combo, we got it. We're going to a final round. Mogul, Ontif, elimination qualification. Engage. Oh, what a tough dive, but no launch again.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And that's gonna do it. Mogul is going to the top 8. Mogul takes down Ontif and eliminates Pakistan from Esports World Cup. I gotta say, Riv, craziest sense that I have made so hard. Look at
I think the best one was
Let me hear you.
there was one Korean guy and they were holding his phone saying bye bye Packy, and it made me fucking lol so much. Where the hell is the where's the where's it? Yeah. This was my favorite. Goodbye, Packy. Goodbye, Packy. Yeah, fuck Packy. Bye bye, Packy.
okay, Daddy? Stop! You did that on purpose. I knew you were gonna do something. Daddy, do you want something to drink?
Yeah, can you... I'll take something.
I just lost my appetite.
Meredith.
Stop, Daddy.
Meredith.
That's bedroom stuff. Not here stuff in front of the kids.
Is the bag?
Yes, Daddy. I packed everything.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
What did you just say?
This is the strangest thing I've ever eaten in Japan. And I say that a lot, but I mean it this time. I had a nice day at Atua, an aquarium that has nothing to do with System of a Down. Looking at this dog, this monkey, and this swan.
This channel is great. I should really subscribe. Oh, I am subscribed to it. Never mind.
This is the strange.
While the Imperium of Mankind is known for genociding its own people, they are not as divided and hateful as
What the is this? Man, Roblox, huh? Yeah, it is fucking snowing a lot, isn't it? What?
Have you ever truly felt cold? Not just a chill, but a cold so fierce it burns your skin, freezes your breath in the air, and turns every minute into a fight to stay alive. In Yakutsk, winter temperatures drop to minus 50 degrees Celsius and sometimes even lower. Most people can barely survive a few minutes outdoors without protection, and yet some have no choice. No roof, no warmth, nowhere to go. This is the story of Piotr, a homeless man surviving in one of the coldest cities on Earth.
How the fuck do you survive this shit?
Degrees Celsius. In these extreme conditions, even a few minutes outside without proper clothing can be life-threatening. Yet, Piotr has endured this life for years. Every night he faces the coldest, most unforgiving keeps him warm. It numbs the pain, dulls the hunger, and makes the cold feel more bearable of strangers. Sometimes a passerby gives him a warm meal or money. On lucky days, someone might offer something substantial, enough to get through the day. On unlucky days, hunger eats away at
Sucks, dude. Man, being homeless in there, dude. Fuck that.
Today we're looking into all 31 gadgets that's coming to Battlefield 6. As usual, I'm gonna show you the real-life counterpart that has the closest resemblance to the one we see in game. This time the leaks are gathered from Ars Discord? Yeah, whatever that is. But even then, I'm not gonna take this leak at face value. If I see a gadget on this list that I've personally never seen directly in game, either from the gameplay or UI element, I'll be sure to mark it as not 100% sure. Disclaimers, the game is still in the development stage, so all of these gadgets might or might not be end up in the game at day one. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. For the Assault class, the gadgets we're going to receive is M26 Mass Dragon Breath. The gadget variant we get is a standalone version of the underbarrel shotgun, which shoot incendiary shotgun round packed with burning magnesium flakes. From the footage I've seen recently, it took around 3 to 4 shots to take down an enemy, while the bullet itself also has lingering effects which sets the enemy on fire for a few seconds. So I think this gadget might suit more in a crowd control situation than getting easy kills.
The shotgun's really good in Battlefield.
Shot, which replenish your health quickly, kind of like COD Steam. Then we also got HK-M320 grenade launcher with smoke, high explosive, thermite, and thermobaric ammo variant. Now this is is interesting. If you never heard of thermobaric bomb, it essentially works by first spraying a cloud of fuel into the air and then igniting it to create a massive super hot explosion followed by a vacuum-like effect that crushes anything nearby. Due to this nature, the bombs are more optimized to flow into cracks and tunnels, making it more effective for an enclosed space scenario like bunkers, man-made cave system, or simply inside buildings. I'm really curious on how DICE will implement the thermobaric ammo in the game. Will it inflict higher damage to shoot them in an enclosed space? Or how would they differentiate this with the high explosive variant? We'll see about that. Last one for the assault class is X95 IWIGL40 short grenade launcher. From the name and description in game, it's literally used to breach through walls and help you traverse the map. The gadget model itself is different from M320 grenade launcher. I assume DICE used the standalone model that looks like Siren to make it more sense for gameplay balances, meaning the breach launcher might have a faster draw time compared to M320 grenade launcher, so players will have a smoother and faster traversal through buildings or walls. For support class, we got supply crate, defib, deployable cover, which the best way I can describe the look is by
I want to
comparing
play
it
that
to
sledgehammer,
Xbox
dude. That's what I
shell,
want to do.
but with no wheels, half the size, no windows, and made with fabric-like material, probably Kevlar for the ballistic protection. Then we got Grenade Interceptor. Now before we begin, take this with a healthy amount of salt, but I think this gadget is inspired by this pattern, which is a concept for a grenade or projectile protection system. Now this concept works by launching a compact folded net with weighted edges that pops up in mid-flight to catch or detonate the threat within safety range. So this barrel shoot weighted edges, pulling the net from there, the countermeasure fly to the target, and then boom, catching it. Now how can I say that it's inspired by this? Well, because the gadget's barrel I saw in game looks like it's trying to mimic the one we see from this pattern, but it's just a theory.
A game theory.
Now, if you find this content valuable, please consider leaving a like and subscribe.
Shut up.
I'll be sure to
God, I
keep
hate
you
this.
guys
Like,
updated
please
with
leave a
more
like and
Battlefield news or other interesting games. Thank you so much for your support to my small channel, and I really appreciate that you took your time to watch my content.
Yeah, no
Moving
worries,
on,
bro.
We also got Tracking Dart, like the one we see on Battlefield 2042 and Battlefield Bad Company 2. Now, fun fact, Tracking Dart is actually a real-life concept too, which most likely be based off of this pattern. A tracking dart, or as the patents called micro designator dart, is used by first launching it with projectile launching device, which may include but not limited to a rifle, handgun, bow, slingshot, or a human, which then allow the target for designation and tracking. This dart works by transmitting a predetermined coded infrared signal to the seeker unit of a precision guided munitions system, so it still need a guided missiles to track the enemy down, unlike in Battlefield where normal RPG can instantly follow the planted dart, but still, it's a nice little detail. Then we also got Missile Interceptor, which presumably works like Iron Fist APS, but for infantry. Then lastly, a supply pouch. For engineer class, we got Repair Tool, FIM-92 Stinger, Carl Gustav M4, Bomb Disposal Drone, so is it gonna work like BF4 MAV, M15AT Mine, RPG-7V2, FGM-148 Javelin, M4A1 Slam, which is an improved version with magnetic and passive infrared sensing, MBT Law, and PTKM-1R, which is an anti-tank mine. But Shop, why do we have two anti-tank mine in the game? Well, let me tell you.
A
this
shit ton
mine
of
is no
anti-tank
joke,
stuff.
man. If normal anti-tank mine works when there's enough pressure being applied above the ground, this mine works by launching itself in the air, detects the tank automatically, then shoot an explosive projectile to the top of the vehicle where there's less armor. This is a crazy innovation because back then you can counter planted mine with anti-mine tank to prematurely detonate it. But now with this mine, that problem is basically non-existent anymore because the mine itself can detect an enemy from 100-meter range using its seismic sensor and microphone. So there's no way an anti-mine tank can crush and destroy it without it being destroyed first. For recon, we got Claymore, Spawn Beacon, C4, PLD or SOFLAM, which I think the UI element is taken from BF2042 SOFLAM silhouette. Reconnaissance drone with the same UI element like bomb disposal drone I mentioned before, but maybe it's gonna work like SUAV in Battlefield 4, which can only be used for spotting enemies, and TUGS. Before we wrap up, this list also contains unknown or unfinished gadgets, which I'm not 100% sure either about the accuracy, but here are the lists of it anyway. The first one is XM25 launcher, then Then we got M320 LVG, flash and sticky launcher ammo variant. We also got mortar, decoy, and MBT law. I think by what they mean unfinished is that it's still unusable. MBT law itself had been seen in the game UI though, but personally I never see it in action. So yeah, maybe as of the current state of the game, this gadget is
I
still
heard they're gonna
unusable.
change
So
the
far, I don't think I have any complaint
for a
with the
weapon,
gadget's
but
choice.
whatever.
Covers
What's it
the
called?
basic things we need
The
from each class.
the
It's
assault
pretty
class
variative too, so
is
I'm
getting
not
the spawn
complaining
beacon.
much. Maybe only for the deployable cover. In my opinion, not having this gadget will really force players to think strategically before pushing side or defending using whatever there is on the environment. So it's gonna add depth into the gameplay, but honestly I'm being nitpicky here. Having it in game won't break the game either. Alright, I guess that's all what I can inform you right now. Don't forget to watch my previous videos, which I'll link in the description. Stay healthy y'all, and hope you have a great day.
I still have so much sushi left. Look how much sushi I have. Oh man.
Oh, snap, hang on. Huge moment. Let's go! Got the heli. Let's...
Okay, I need to get some more heals on it. Bro, it's so nearly dead. It's so nearly dead, dude. Come back, tank. I'm trying to heal you.
Today we're looking into all 31 gadgets that's coming to Battlefield 6. As usual, I'm gonna show you the real-life counterpart that has the
Yeah, I tried to use the slug, but the thing is, you gotta be dead on with the slug. You gotta be dead on with it. Huh?
StarCraft 3 is reportedly in development. Well, here's the thing, is that if they make StarCraft 3, a lot of people are going to buy it. And whenever a lot of people buy the game, Blizzard makes money. He said, I'm walking that back a bit. Don't use drunk sources, Lamau, but the franchise isn't dead, put it that way. What platform are all of the RTS games on nowadays? This platform right here. StarCraft Immortal. Wow! It'll be just like Clash of Clans. You'll be able to have battles against Terran and Zerg, and you can buy hero units like Kerrigan or Raynor. Zeratul, he's $35 and he's an SSR rank gotcha. Who's excited? I think RTS as a genre is dead because the skill cap in the game is too high. It's such a massive filter for casuals. But maybe they need some type of smart AI so you don't have to micro on the level that you had to do in StarCraft 2. Either way, the idea of StarCraft 3, super exciting. Of course I'm going to play it. StarCraft 3 is reportedly in development. Well, here's the thing, is that if they make StarCraft 3, a lot of people are going to buy it. And whenever a lot of people...
Although the white scars are not... The dream is dead. This is...
Battlefield memes are still viral on the channel, really?
Battlefield 4 is an FPS game published by Electronic Arts in late 2013. However, the memes from the decade-old game are still trending on the Chinese internet. Admiral Chang, the game's main antagonist, contributed to almost all of the memes due to his Chinese accent being way off the mark, which led to all sorts of mishearings that became the foundation of this meme fiesta. One of the most famous memes comes from the general's speech, in which he said this. Because of his accent, players thought he said,
做最优质的战士.
which means be a warrior of the highest quality. Given how highest quality is such a reasonable yet unusual way to describe warriors in Chinese, this speech line single-handedly led to the game being called Quality Warrior 4 among the Chinese player base. Another meme also came from Admiral Chang, when he was interrogating American soldiers and said, he supposedly either said, "Okay, kill them," or "Okay, make them disappear." But once again, due to his pronunciation being off, players predominantly heard this,
好，把它们上市。
which meant, "Okay, list them up on the stock market." The sentence was so hilariously out of context, resulted in the expression listing someone on the stock market being used to mean kill someone or to make someone vanish. There are also other memes like, and when mentioned in Shanghai, Western friends and make an answer all become memes. Things like this happen.
Just arrived here in Shanghai.
You're mission in Shanghai.
These phrases spill over into other areas, leading to many meme videos like this.
Look familiar?
今天我们为被害川普哀悼，明天我们就要让凶手付出代价。
あれは見てくださいですの。
I hope my enjoy this video on the Chinese meme culture. If you haven't subscribed, please consider do so. Or Admiral Chang might like you.
You might be familiar with the fact.
Yeah. Hmm.
いけたかな。声聞こえる？今からちょっとね、スフィアに行くんですけど、はい。
Actually goes and visits
そう
someone.
ね、クリスマスに俺が来る。まあ俺がだからサンタってことだよ。
いや、本当にそうです。本当に。
本当にそう。
もう本当に。込み上げる。
込み上げる思いが。そうな。からいいな。あ、でもね。いやでもね、まず。はい。
Washing machine, dude.
まずね、臭くないのが素晴らしい。
あ、そうですか。
Oh fuck. Oh fuck, I can't believe you done this.
あ、いいよね。まずね、臭くないのが素晴らしい。知り合いの一人暮らしって基本臭いから。全然臭くないじゃん。
そういうのがあると。
へえ。
あ、これ知ってます？
Of course he has a big. Why does he have a big fucking dude?
小石。
5万円したんです。
大事にしてる。
What the fuck?
保存しないと見れないですね、もしかして。
This guy is such a weeb, dude.
ID つけるもんな。プレイ用よりもカードゲームでいうとこのカードを増やさなきゃいけない。近寄りさえすれば足空振りに。はい。はいはい、ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
おいおい。
What the fuck? That's weird. The biggest plushie you ever seen, dude. Dun, 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 dun. What? What's this a 33 euro?
This will definitely hit the spot. This is a Philips Discoverer television. Let me just turn it around. This was the kind of thing that kids would have dreamed of owning back in the 1980s, but just look at all those reflections on the screen there. I really don't know how I managed to put up with a CRT all those years ago, but of course you did, because it was the only thing that was available, and it was just amazing device.
Yeah, let's show everything except the VHS tapes. Is this really Call of Duty? Really?
I just heard it. I literally just heard it. I heard the whole thing in my trailer.
Really?
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I.
What the fuck? You can play as these things?
Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at all. Everyone's like, "Yeah, big piece of dog shit." Hell yeah. Yes.
Oh, dude.
I love having old computers. I love playing games, I love experimenting with old hardware, and I love experimenting with old software. There is one thing I want to add to this setup that I think would really complete it. And of course, I'm talking about dial-up internet. Now, dial-up internet, for those of you who don't know, is the way of connecting to the internet before you had your DSL, before you had your cable, before you had your fiber internet. This is what you would use. So what is dial-up? How does it work?
Age of Empires Classic. Oh, Navy SEALs. Half-Life F-22. I remember this game, F-22. Diablo 2 shareware? What the fuck?
So let's say that you have a computer with a dial-up modem and a phone line. Your computer will dial a number that will be answered by a server, and then those two computers will start transferring data between each other. And that usually sounds like this. So that is how people connected to the internet from the early 90s to even the early 2000s. The goal
Yeah, I
for this
remember
video
that.
is to
Good
plug
times.
that into my retro setup, and honestly, the results are really nice. So before anything, brief history lesson on dial-up. What you are listening to right now is pretty much the first ever version of dial-up. Named Bell 103 after the modem that this standard was based off of, the Bell 103 modem was the first actual dial-up modem available to consumers, released in 1963. Though it was not the first dial-up modem, the first dial-up modem was released in 1958 and it was called the Bell 101, though it was really only made for teletype machines and high-end business systems. And Bell 103 or 300 baud was actually well used into the 1980s with acoustic coupler modems. Although, it's the 80s, the internet really didn't exist yet, and people would kind of just use this to dial into bulletin board systems. Bulletin board systems, or BBSs, were a place for users to log in and chat, and also for users to upload and download files. And back then, companies had BBSs that you can dial into to download patches for maybe a game or to get news. And also, some BBSs actually had games that you can play with other users logged in. Fast forward to 1994, and the internet actually started to become a thing, with the likes of CompuServe and America Online alike. And the way dial-up works has changed a lot since the 80s as well. That is V34. Honestly, one of the revisions of dial-up that I find to be one of the most popular, but not the most popular. Capable of transferring data from 28.8 kilobits per second to 33.6 kilobits per second. V34 brought features like better echo cancellation, and it automatically adapts to poorly maintained phone lines. This standard released in 1994, and it was used all the way up until 1998, where the legendary V90 standard came out.
56K, dude. Wow.
And this is probably by far the most popular version of dial-up, and with V90 comes faster speeds. This is where 56K came from. V90 had a 56 kilobytes per second download speed,
56K, huh?
34 for uploads, maxing out at 33.6K for uploads. V92 came out a year later in 1999. The only clear differences from V90 to V92 is V92 can connect faster using a quick connect feature, and it added support for 48 kilobit per second uploads instead of the 33.6K uploads. Although V92 wasn't really used that much because V92 wasn't actually a significant upgrade from V90, and so most ISPs just never implemented support for it. Okay, so history lesson over. Time to talk about how we're actually going to get dial-up internet into this room. We have two ISPs that come into this house. We have AT&T and we have Xfinity. Xfinity is for other things, but that Xfinity does actually have landline. So that kind of got me thinking. The modem is on the other side of the house, but it's on the same side of the house as the telephone network access point. So what if I just routed the cable from the back of the modem, out of the kitchen window, and to the telephone access point, and from the access point, route the telephone cable under the house and to my room? Sounds actually not very easy, but I've been doing the preparations for around 6 months. I already routed the phone cable underneath the house. I don't have any footage of that, sorry about that. And I have it connected at the crawl space. So I have a cable coming from the telephone access point, going under the house and going to my room. Now all we have to do is get the cable connected at the telephone box. So my tools are here, and that's the NIC. Okay, so this is the cable that I fed through the kitchen. How did I do that? I just poked a hole in the screen. It's fine, no one's gonna notice that. Oh, fuck, motherfucker. 90 volts, it shocks. Okay, so here's the plan. Right here is where all the telephone line come in. I already did the hard part off camera, so all I did here is match up these red and green contacts with the red and green contacts on the actual phone line that I just fed through here. This is not the phone line that I fed through the kitchen. This is a different line entirely. This is just a different cable that I wanted to grab. I fed it through here. This is the bottom line, so it feeds in through here. Here in the NIC, the telephone line to my room was already connected, so I didn't even have to go fishing for it like I really thought I was. I brought a laptop out here, and this is the reason why I brought a laptop out here. So I can take this port out and test the connection before I actually terminate it. Alright, so for the cable hot swap idea, I'm just going to take one of these and plug one part of the line into there and the other part of the line into here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Hyper Terminal and just quickly test the connection here. What's a random phone number I can dial? Just a random number. I don't even know what it is, but we'll just dial it and see what it is, see if it works. Well, yep. Alright, that's sick. Okay, so we know the line is working. That is literally all I needed this laptop for. Oh shit. Okay, so now all I need to do is figure out how to cram all these wires and components in here. I have a solution. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go grab a little cable tie. I'm just gonna wrap the entire, all the cables up in a bundle. Fuck. Oh yeah, this is gonna work fine. Like that. I'll just feed this part up through here. Okay, I'm just gonna feed this up through here. So.
What?
Oh, and that's my room. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. You know, if it stops working, then I'll know why. Pack all this stuff behind here and call it a day. Wow, it really did get really cold out here really fast. You know, that's actually fine. That doesn't look that bad. When I'm done being lazy, I should probably just like cut that cable and make it so it's actually like length that makes sense, but we'll be fine for now. Oh, time to see if this shit will work. Okay, so I could just pick up the handset to see if it's working, but nah, that shit's boring. We're gonna try dialing into something. Okay, dial. Oh. I mean, it's working? Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, it worked, but... So an earthquake happened right when I was testing the line, and because of the earthquake, I was hearing a bunch of cracks in the line. So I went back outside, and after I ensured that everything was alright and working properly, I came back to test it again. We try again. Okay, I mean, it's working better. Oh, fuck, bro. My terminal isn't big enough. I'm just gonna copy the number, and we're gonna go into a better terminal, my favorite terminal. Bro, what is going on? Okay, whatever. Oh, never mind, it froze the entire computer.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Alright, well, switching over to Windows 95 here. See, is the computer still awake? Oh, you bet it is. Here we go. So this modem's a bit iffy, the internal modem in this computer. You have to like raise the handset before you can actually dial, so really quickly I'm gonna hit the dial and then raise the handset. Oh, I failed. I failed. Oh, shit. Here, actually, I have a better idea. Easy. Log in. There we go. I mean, I'm logged in. So, over here, Windows 98 is still, still struggling. I'm not really sure why, but I'm just gonna give it the old reset button. Yeah, that's that's fine. So let's just try to connect to the internet with NetZero on Windows 95. Windows 95 can connect to the internet? Sure thing. We go now. Oh, okay, well, we know what to do for that, so I just gotta go in here and edit some of the network settings. Dial-up adapter. There we go. We do need TCP/IP for the dial-up adapter, though, so TCP/IP. There we go, TCP/IP dial-up adapter. That's what we wanted. Shit. Here's a box copy of Windows 95, graciously gifted by my homie Ben. And I just put literally all of my Windows 95 discs and stuff in here, so... Yes, yes, go. Please go. Okay, now for the actual moment of truth.
And this is how we got on the internet back in the day. It's so weird.
You are logged on. Yes. Okay. Okay. Dude, calm down. We want Google.
Website found.
No fucking way. Guys, we're on Windows 95, okay? Using dial-up internet. And I'm on the internet. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the old net really quick, and because the old net is basically just the only really website you can go on. So there's this search engine called AliWeb, I think it was the first search engine, but it's still up and it still uses Web 1.0. Anybody can go to it. Just go to aliweb.com and yeah, it's here. September 11th, 2001. That's definitely not what the day is. Oh, what the fuck? Alien conspiracy? Government cover-up? Why did the US government put one on the moon? That is crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of links to a bunch of websites. So now let's switch over to Windows 98 and see if we can get stuff working over there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is just hop right into the terminal. Okay, let's see if it works. You know, I've never actually used this terminal before, so I'm probably going to have to adjust the settings. Pretty sure we're on COM 1 for this one. Okay, let's go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So then I think the only thing we actually have to do for Windows 98 is see if we can connect to the internet via...
Vintage tech I guarantee you've never heard about. This is the Panasonic AJ-LT85, and it was released in 1997 as a portable video editor for DVC Pro tapes. Now it's a thick boy, coming in at just under 27 pounds. It's got a massive external power supply, active cooling, and a bunch of I/O around the back. Opening the lid, we can see the editing interface. How it works is you
White couple who adopted 5 Oh, God. 5 black children to use as slaves were sentenced to a combined total of 370.
Alright. You got an ID on you, man?
No, there's no reason to ID me.
Okay, what's your name?
Doing anything wrong.
I want to thank all my subscribers, especially the ones who show officers my videos. And by the way, a lot of the feedback, a lot of them other officers don't want me around. Oh well, I follow my conscience and the truth. I don't care what popular opinion amongst blue is.
William Lazalot, mostly on cardboard boxes, had bust.
Say mama. Not you. Say mama. You're sassy.
Under this busy shopping street in Japan, there's over 80 hidden restaurants, and I'm trying every one of them. Out of my comfort zone, I go in completely blind. I order what they... Under this busy shopping street in Japan, there's over 80 hidden restaurants, and I'm trying every one of them. Out of my comfort zone, I go in completely blind. I order what they recommend, and based off taste alone, I rank them on a tier list. Some are incredible, and some are inedible. This place either ran out of plates or I'm being punked. Today I'm at Del Papa, a kinda Italian place. They even have those vaguely Italian chef figures that every small town American Italian restaurant has. They have a big set menu where you can choose a pizza and get unlimited salad and unlimited drinks. So I partook. The salad is just a salad, and normally I mean that in a good way, but today it's in a bad way because I would commit heinous crimes for a crouton right about now. I think somebody vandalized the juice bar because this is the worst apple juice ever. Bread in a cup? I don't know why. I got the margarita pizza. Well, I tried to anyways. I kind of just let my mind take the wheel and just kept saying, Antonio Margariti, to the staff until she finally gave up and brought me this. I was expecting a more traditional margarita pizza, but this is fine too. It has more cheese and that's always okay.
I'm a bit lost. Why is Intel bad? Yeah, let's do an...
Here's our top 3 hidden gems when it comes to football clubs we visited last season. Coming in third is Cray Wanderers FC, who play at level 7 of English football at Flamingo Park. And they actually hold the record for being London's oldest football club. Enjoyed the matchday hospitality as well. The balcony was a nice feature. And we don't mind that it wasn't padded. We even got a reserved seat. Coming in second, and we got a ferry across to the Isle of Wight to visit Cow Sports FC. And for a team that plays at level 9 of English football, lovely setup, enjoyed the bacon cheeseburger and the handwritten team sheets. Really well kept old school stand as well, and this was a nice touch. We even got a padded seat. The Yachtsmen take second. And in first place, Lewes FC and a one-of-a-kind match day. The Level 7 Club offer VIP beach huts, which we hired for a match day. Space for up to 6 people inside. The locally sourced gifts were a nice touch, and the salt and pepper chicken was top tier. And with a community garden, as well as 588 padded seats, which used to be at Wembley, the Dripping Pan is well worth a visit. Congratulations to Lewis FC, who win our Hidden Gems Award.
She gets in the bed if I say, in your bed. But also, if I say, I was whispering so you wouldn't hear me. Can you turn around?
Sometimes I think that the
China Fix Everything Part 11. You like shopping on Temu? This man did. His charger is now married to the outlet. And does that chip spy on you? Xiaomi's new EV claims they have an anti-hand crushing feature, so people tested it themselves, and it turns out to be a lie. And not just one EV makers, all of them seem to have this.
For today's football hospitality, we made our way.
Make Earth orbit the largest black hole in the...
I remember working with this guy.
Yo, Hansa, Jesus.
I have created 126 square meters of soil, but every cubic meter of soil requires 40 liters of water to be farmable. So I gotta make a lot more water. I forgot to account for the excess oxygen that I've been exhaling when I did my calculations. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work here just as soon as my ears stop ringing. This is actually how the Jet Propulsion Lab was founded. 5 guys at Caltech were trying to make rocket fuel, and they nearly burned down their dorm NRAS program.
By the way, do you know the car brand that has the lowest average age?
Yo, Mangos, are you still there?
Let's get our grill cleaned up first. I'm gonna cut half of this onion here and show you guys how.
I'm gonna sign out.